And hello again, everybody. It's time for Bay Area Traveler Talk. I'm George Devine, along with our aviation and airline reporter and travel expert extraordinaire, Tim Jew. We're joined today by some special guests from British Airways. Simon Brooks is the Senior Vice President of Sales for British Airways here in North America. And Victoria Madden is the Acting Head of Public Relations for British Airways in the America. First of all, welcome to San Francisco. And you've got some exciting news about San Jose.
Indeed. Lovely to meet both of you, George.
Great to meet you too.
Indeed. And yes, it's really exciting news for us. 4th of May, we start a brand new service from London Heathrow, a daily service with a brand new aeroplane, and we're delighted to come and talk to you about that and anything else you'd like to discuss today.
Absolutely. And welcome to San Francisco.
Thank you.
Tim Jew here. Victoria, welcome to San Francisco.
Thank you very much.
This is very exciting news for British Airways.
Indeed.
And it sounds like there's been a lot of exciting headlines coming out of the airline as of late. But today we're going to be focusing on San Jose and the new flight to San Jose. Tell us more about it.
Well, Tim, these are really significant times for us at British Airways. This is the 4th destination that we'll be flying to in California. We've already got a wonderful partnership with the team in San Francisco. But like I say, the first week of May, we start flying to San Jose, a daily service, a brand new aeroplane. It's a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. We've already got the Dreamliner in service, but this really is the latest iteration of that. The Dash 9 is for those plane buffs out there, is 20 feet longer. We've got a brand new first class cabin on this plane, redesigned, that we can tell you all about, and 3 other classes of travel as well. But we're really excited about it. So yeah, 4th of May.
What are some of your travelers saying right now about their experience with the Dreamliner on other routes that BI flies around the world?
There's so much to talk about with this aircraft. First of all, and I can give you all of the statistics, but for people not that au fait with aircraft, it's got the biggest windows for any commercial jet. So in terms of the view that you'll get out of the window, even if you're not sat in a window seat, will be that much better than some of the legacy aircraft. It's a lot quieter both inside the cabin, but also the noise footprint is up to 60% quieter than aircraft of a similar size. The air quality that our customers are going to experience and are already experiencing with the Dreamliner is that much better due to new filtration technology that we're using actually on board. So the way that the air is actually being filtered through the aircraft, there'll be less bacteria, less pressurization in the cabin. So our customers are just going to feel that much more refreshed when they get off the plane.
And I know that BA flies the 787-8 as well to some of the destinations. What's the difference between the Dash 9 variant and the Dash 8?
So I alluded to the fact that we've got a brand new first class cabin on it. The Dash 9 has got our brand new first on it. That's one of the main differences. Within that, there's the storage space within the first cabin. We've got a new Ottoman cabin in the first seat that you're going to be able to put not just your shoes, but your handbag, your purse, and anything else of a medium size that the legacy Dreamliner doesn't have the first cabin.
And a mirror, very important for the ladies.
I didn't know that.
Very important. You will have your own personal mirror in first class, which is all important.
Where is that mirror located?
Well, you open up one of the side panels,
okay.
which is where you can put all your personal bits and pieces, and you have a fantastic little mirror that you can use. So that is very important, I think, for ladies travelling in first class, definitely.
And while Victoria's looking in the mirror, there's also a new 23-inch flat screen TV in front of you, which is also a lot larger than previous in-flight entertainment models that we had, but it's also facing you. So for the minute that you get on and we power up, you're going to be able to watch film and TV from the gate to when you actually arrive at the other end of the destination. So yeah, great in-flight entertainment.
Now, will you have live TV capabilities? Like if I wanted to watch CNN International or BBC or HBO or something else while I'm over the Atlantic, I can tune it in.
George, we won't have live TV, but what we will have is up to 1,600 hours of television for you. And for a flight that is touching on 11 hours, I think there's going to be enough content there to entertain you.
And we do have some fantastic channels like HBO loaded onto our aircraft as well, so you can access some really fantastic content through the channels that we do have on board.
Now, with Silicon Valley, everybody's got a gadget or two, a device, In terms of power at a first-class seat, what am I going to have available for my iPad, my tablet, my phone, my computer? Am I going to run out of a battery before the flight's over?
Absolutely not. Every seat on the aircraft is going to have access to power. And that will be universal plugs, that whether that's US, UK, EU regulations. So everyone will be able to power their devices on board.
And what about in-flight connectivity? Is there Wi-Fi that you're able to purchase?
We do actually already have Wi-Fi capabilities on one British Airways flight that travels between the US and the UK, which is our amazing flight that goes between New York and London City, and that's a really neat 32-seat business class only flight, so you can get Wi-Fi on that plane, but it's not something we're offering on our other aircraft just at the moment.
And that's Speedbird Flight 1, I believe.
That's right.
The old Concorde number.
The old Concorde
Right on,
flight
Tim.
number, absolutely.
Yeah, with a customs clearance Shannon.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Now let's talk about the destination here. San Jose. Why San Jose when you already have 2 flights a day coming into San Francisco? Why San Jose?
I think the beauty of San Jose, although its proximity is clearly close to San Francisco, it's also a different location. One of the first things I said is that we've got a great relationship with a lot of existing company relationships in San Francisco, a lot of leisure travel agencies that we work with to bring in people from the UK and Europe. San Jose is primarily going to be a business route for us, first and foremost. We've been working with the team down there, the airport team, the Chamber of Commerce, the Silicon Valley Leaders Group as well, have all been working with us for a number of years now. And we see it as a separate destination to San Francisco, but ultimately for our customers that live in the area, we're just bringing choice. And from all of the analysis that we've done, we are more than confident there's enough demand to meet both San Francisco and San Jose. Bear in mind, we've just put a brand new Airbus A380 on the San Francisco route. Is a real reflection of the importance of San Francisco to us. So we're just delighted to be able to serve both of the cities.
Now, you talked about connectivity on board in Silicon Valley. In terms of connectivity to other tech centers across Europe and the Near East, what kind of connections can a Bay Area customer find once they land in Heathrow from San Jose?
In terms of the network that they'll be able to take out of London Heathrow, I mean, George, we fly to every major European city out of London Heathrow, but in terms of the customers, whether and mainly business that we're talking about here, but to places like to Israel, down to South Asia, Africa, and beyond into Asia, that's the beauty of this flight. It's going to connect you to the rest of the world.
Let's talk a little about Club World.
Yes.
And the business class product, which is very popular. And is there any difference between the Club World cabin on the 787-9 and versus the ones that are in the existing A380 or the 747 fleet?
Well, bearing in mind you're talking to British Airways, who were the first carrier to come out with the flatbed. Once you have a flatbed, clearly it's quite a challenge to get any better than that. We've got that product on board. I talked about the larger windows, the air quality. Specifically in Club World, there's more storage space. The way that the overhead bins actually come down, not only are they bigger, but the way that they're drop-down designed, it doesn't infringe on the person below them. So a lot of extra storage space.
We've also got a 232 configuration on the aircraft, which is a bit unusual to the Dreamliner as well, which is quite a nice thing actually. We've always had a sort of a yin-yang style of seat in our Club World cabin. So you have some people facing the front, some people facing the back. Works quite nicely if you're travelling with other people, because it means you can look through a privacy screen between the two of you and chat without having to crane your neck round. But we've got 2 seats on the outside, so one facing in one direction, one in the other, and then in the middle you've got 2 seats facing in one direction and one facing the other. So actually, if you want the secret of a really good seat on a Dreamliner with BA and Club World, then actually that middle seat is actually rather nice, because it's got a lot of extra space around it, and it's quite a private seat as well.
Usually nobody likes the middle seat.
Well, exactly, but ours is a special one.
You know, a lot of couples really enjoy that middle seat, and you're alluding to the privacy there. For people travelling together, actually, it's a pretty popular combination.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of, we've seen airlines, especially the international airlines around the globe, increase the number of seats available in premium economy. Talk a little bit about World Traveler Plus, your premium economy cabin.
So World Traveller Plus, there's a number of things there. A larger seat pitch for customers that are travelling in our World Traveller or the economy product. What's great with our World Traveller Plus, and we brought this into the service a couple of years ago now, is that you actually have the same choice of catering and the actual catering that we deliver in our business class, our Club World cabin, which is absolutely fantastic. It's a product that is priced accordingly for premium leisure customers. A lot of people that have maybe at different stages of their life that have possibly got a little bit of extra income that want to have that extra piece of privacy, the extra legroom, etc. But also for businesses, and San Jose will be a prime candidate for this, for startup businesses that will be working on somewhat tighter budgets. Premium economy, World Traveller Plus will be a great proposal for them.
And also on the 787-8, which is the first iteration of the Dreamliner, there's 25 World Traveller Plus seats on there. And on the new 787-9 that we're bringing into San Jose, there are only 39. So it's actually quite a small cabin. So as well as having a little bit of extra personal space, you're also in what feels like a much more private area, which is a much more kind of exclusive experience for people as well.
Last year when British Airways brought the A380 to San Francisco, we had an opportunity to tour it, and the captain was showing us around, and he said that's almost like your own Gulfstream cabin. He said it's kind of like having your own private jet.
It really is.
Yeah, we get a lot of comments like
that.
Yeah.
But with a great price tag attached to it, which is really nice. So it's affordable luxury, definitely.
Got it.
Let's
talk. Yeah. Go ahead,
In terms of, we've talked a lot about for customers in San Jose. Was it something that your European and UK customers asked for? Was a San Jose route?
Absolutely. I talked about some of the relationships that we already have in place in San Francisco. When we think about, we've got some really mature corporate relationships already in place in the South Bay area, and we've been talking to those companies for a long time. Now, clearly, a lot of their corporate offices and headquarters are in San Jose itself, but the need for them to travel, London is the number one destination for a lot of these relationships that we already have. But it's the opportunity of the startup companies and the small to medium enterprises that have been talking to us through the Chamber of Commerce, the Silicon Valley Leaders Group, that have actually been saying to us, this is a service that we really want and we will support, and we just can't wait to get going with a lot of these new relationships.
And at the other end of route, obviously in London and the southeast as well, Heathrow's a really important airport for business, but it's also a very well-used airport for leisure travellers as well. And California will always be popular with British leisure tourists, and also obviously with businesses that want to either do business in the Silicon Valley or in the surrounding areas. So there's definitely been interest on both sides of the Atlantic there for the route. So.
Are there any changes coming for passengers at San Francisco or anything like that? I mean, you are introducing a new flight to the Bay Area market.
Yep.
Will there still be an A380 and a 747 flying?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that we've put one of our biggest, newest aircraft into San Francisco, I would hope is a real sign of our commitment to our long-standing relationship with San Francisco. I think it's a great reflection, actually, of both of the cities that we're going to be serving. That we're putting our brand new aircraft into this region. So we will just move forward with San Francisco. It's an extremely positive, prosperous relationship for both of us, serving both ends of route. London and beyond, but no, we've got a wonderful relationship with the team at San Francisco.
Now, the aircraft itself, we've talked a lot about the Dreamliner. It's opened other markets for you as well. Let's talk a little bit about that.
So we started flying to Austin in Texas last year. Some similarities with Silicon Valley, obviously a lot of startup companies, a lot of tech business. Has been a resounding success. We're absolutely delighted with the performance of Austin, Texas. I think with both of these routes, the fact that we are bringing the Dreamliner in is reflective of the fact this aircraft is giving us the opportunity to serve destinations like San Jose, like Austin. We've got it out of Canada. We've got it out of the East Coast
And in India as well.
Yeah, down to India.
Hyderabad,
Yep.
Chengdu. We're serving lots of those fantastic markets over on the east side as well. The 787-9 is also flying to Delhi, Abu Dhabi, Muscat, Kuala Lumpur. So it is giving us a really good opportunity to reach some really fantastic cities around the world with a really fantastic aircraft.
Now, did BA help develop the Dreamliner?
Oh, wow, that would be a huge statement to make. I didn't, I can tell you that.
I know some airlines collaborated on it. And,
Sure.
Gave Boeing a list of things we want.
No, for sure. I mean, we've got an extremely close relationship with Boeing, and certainly we have people constantly back and forth between Seattle. So but I won't make any heady claims around us developing the aircraft itself.
Yeah, there are some pretty clever people at Boeing creating those planes, and I think we definitely work very closely with them when it comes to kitting out the interiors and making sure the spec is as our customers would want it to be. But yeah, I think the Boeing guys do a great job on the aircraft design.
Great partner.
Now back to San Jose. Let's talk lounge options. There is a British Airways lounge in San Francisco. Will customers flying in the premium cabins out of San Jose be enjoying a lounge option down there as well?
Yes, they will. Yep, they will be using the ALD lounge out of San Jose. In fact, lounges at either end of route, it's I haven't been in the last couple of months, but I have been in the lounge. It's great. San Jose is such a great airport anyway. In terms of the size of it, clearly it's not the size of San Francisco. It's got a real intimacy about it and a real professionalism. Actually, we work very closely with the team there, who've developed a really great product for our joint customers. So we can't wait.
Yeah, and that is the common use lounge.
And it's a very the BA lounge will be a very short walk from the gate as well. So it's in a really nice location for our customers, and of course you've got really great views of the runway and the airport as well from the terminal building. So yeah, it's a really lovely airport to fly out of.
Now, once launch day comes, May 4th, what special activities, any special festivities that we might see when you touch down in San Jose?
We're going to have a great day. we're going to have a real celebration of the new route. I certainly don't want to I'll leave a lot of this to Victoria. I don't want to give too much away, but we're working with, with the airport team later today to discuss the ongoing plans, but it's going to be a real celebration, and I think that's probably all I want to tell you at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, one of the good news factors that you might have in May is we might be able to see the California drought's over, so they might be able to bring the fire cannons out.
Is that right?
And shoot water for you.
Well, the only problem we have is that we obviously have to protect the 787 from any incoming jets of water into the flight deck, which is always a bit of a concern for us, but they do look good when we do them.
and it's not just San Jose, California on that day as well. There's
Indeed.
another San Jose route launching.
Indeed.
There is, although it's launching slightly earlier, thank goodness.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Costa Rica is launching around the same time. It was originally scheduled for around May, but that's going to be launching on the 27th of April.
Oh, wow.
So very exciting. Two different destinations with the same name.
And it'll be interesting, and it'll be exciting to watch.
Thank you.
Its arrival.
Thank you very much.
Simon, thank you so much. Victoria, thank you so much for joining us.
And
George.
also thanks to our hosts here at Bravado Coffee, Wine, and Beer. Lee Tran is the owner, does a great job. You can visit him at bravadolounge.com, 170 King Street, right across from AT&T Park, home of the three-time world champion San Francisco Giants. For Tim Jew, I'm George Devine. Let's thank our guest, Simon Brooks, Senior Vice President of Sales for British Airways here in North America, and Victoria Madden from British Airways Public Relations for the Americas. Thanks a lot, and best of luck with your San Jose adventure.
Thank you very much.
It's great to meet you.